Hello everybody, this is Glenda with Shaking Hands Art with Fralins and Friends. And tonight we are sculpting. So I am wearing yesterday's shirt, yes, the same shirt, because it's already got paint all over it. So why not just use the same painty shirt? Because this one, I really got it painty, so. Anyway. Never mind, I gotta change this battery before we even start, so we'll be back. Okay, maybe you can guess. I almost think I should have used heavier wire, but I think this will do, as long as I'm careful with shaping. Yes, I am going to make a horse. And I didn't think to do this with the... Anyway, I'm going to start... I've left this stuff kind of thick because I need to thicken out some spots. Okay. Right back here, over the legs, we need to have a little bit extra bulk for the horses. I guess you could call it, since they're all legs, I don't know. You'd call it the hip or the, more like a shoulder or something, thigh. I don't know what you call it. I think it's generally called the withers or the flank. I'm filling the belly with what scraps I got because the belly is usually hanging quite a bit lower. In fact, the back needs to be able to bow down a little bit. So I don't know how much I'll end up adding to this belly here. Okay, I'm going to go thin this one out just a little more. Okay, I've sped this up quite a bit because there's a lot to get in here and I'm not going to be finished with it tonight yet, but I've been adding I'm adding bulk to the belly because the belly does hang down a little bit, at least a little bit more than especially toward the front. And I kind of made it just kind of a pure cylinder, and then like around the shoulder and around the hip, or what, on a human would be a hip, it's kind of the flank. Then it needs to have that kind of built out so that you can see the distinction. I've thinned out some of it so to go around the rest of the body. But where you're going to see me run into the most trouble, as with anything on 4 thin legs, it's going to be legs, which we'll get to that in a little while. Yeah, I wish I could work that fast, actually, and have it look decent. Pardon me. But you can see that it's kind of coming together. I'm trying to work out the edges, smooth the edges as I go. So, yeah, I'm getting ready to work on a leg now. And I still have to connect that leg muscle to that, to the shoulder or whatever. So I'm still going to have to add a little bit there. One thing that does make it especially difficult with these legs, after you've worked with this clay for a while, it starts getting soft, like hitting wood. and it gets to be a little difficult to keep the shape. As I was saying, you can see I've been working on this one front leg here. And the clay's getting a little bit soft. So I'm adding a little bit of more clay. That's not because it's soft, but it's because it needs more in there. But once you heat of your hands and just the way that the clay is, it's it's like playing with Play-Doh, except that it's not Play-Doh. And yeah, took it apart. It's like, let me see if I can figure this out. Part of the problem is I used way too thin a wire. I thought, well, if I don't try to bend that thick wire, then hopefully I won't have as many problems. Well, I made more problems. So, but we get it done, and that's the most important thing. So I finally get to the point where once I get this leg kind of satisfactorily completed, then I bake it and I go ahead and I make the other 3 legs off camera. That's just for time's sake, and also to keep it from being, I mean, you can see how fast I'm having to run this just to get it within a decent time and not lose everybody. And I don't want to lose you because it's too fast either. So yeah, that's starting to look like a horse there. So I'm kind of checking. I just took it out. I got the legs and the tail done. Probably end up being some sanding. I still have to finish the head. It is getting late. So I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it tonight. I had hoped that I would, at least to the point of having the head done. But that's going to take quite a bit of shaping. So I hope you aren't upset that our horse is not yet a horse. So hopefully I will be back on it tomorrow, and I left one leg up like it was walking or something. You can see here where I need to do some. This is where I had to fill in and attach things. So anyway, I'll be editing this, and this will be what you will see. I look a little the worse for wear right now. But I will see you probably tomorrow. Well, you'll see this tomorrow as far as my tomorrow, but yeah. I'm considering taking another day off. I don't generally work, like whole week in a row. I take a couple days here and there. Oh, and I'm feeling it, so I might just take a day tomorrow. And then, it's been a while since I sculpted anything this, it's still hot, since I've sculpted anything this intricate, and boy, I managed to get the legs going the right way on back. They don't turn back, they turn forward. So, anyway, love you. Smile on my, and I'll see you mañana.